I made this video because I want to talk about Shanquella Robinson. This young lady, she died when she went to Mexico with her friends, October 29th, 2022. Okay, so that being said, I found out about this maybe 48 hours ago. And this is all what I found online. News outlets, YouTube, Twitter, a lot of links on Google. I pretty much created my own timeline trying to break it down, and it's nuts. Just trigger warning, violence, death. Yeah, so that being said, I'm just gonna get into it. I have my trustworthy notes here. Shanquella Robinson, born January 9th, 1997, from Charlotte, North Carolina. She ran a successful braid and extension business and attended Winston-Salem State University. This beautiful young Black woman died October 29, 2022. A day before her death, Shanquella flew to Cabo, Mexico with 6 friends for a birthday celebration. The group planned to stay for a long weekend trip and booked a villa online. The day they arrived, Friday, Shanquella calls her mom and she tells her her evening plans, which is they hired a personal chef. They were going to have a dinner and they were going to stay in for that night, the night they arrived. Shanquella also tells her mother that she's going to call her the next day. She promises that she's going to call her the next day. But unfortunately, as I already said, she did not receive that phone call. She died. According to the autopsy report, she died 3 p.m. the 29th, Saturday, a day after she arrived. So, timeline-wise, 3 p.m. Is what most of the media is saying online, 3 p.m. I did find one that said 6:15. So, mom gets a phone call from one of the friends. Her best friend, claiming that she's sick, she's very ill, she has alcohol poisoning, and she is non-responsive. She doesn't have a pulse. The doctor is en route, and they're going to try to revive her. Like I said, there was no pulse. We know this now because the mom, I'm sorry, what was her name? Salamandra, sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. She went on WJZY and they said that she wasn't feeling well, she had alcohol poisoning. And according to the death certificate, she was found unconscious in her living room. So that's all definite. Like, we all know that. I was watching some stuff on YouTube. Could not really confirm from any kind of media about it. Or maybe I just haven't seen all the interviews of the parents. But On YouTube, they are saying there's sources out there saying that they cut the trip short. At this point, mom just thinks, Shanquella's sick, and from the reporting, it seems like the friends come back early from the trip. So remember, it was a long weekend trip. They come back early. And the friend drops off the briefcase, the luggage, to the mom, to the parents. And they're still saying it's alcohol poisoning at this point, that she died. Now the mom knows all the identities of the friends she went on this trip with, and the media is not naming them, but Twitter went nuts, and they found, like, I think, like, all the identities of the friends. YouTube also, their pictures are out there, their names are out there. The media is not reporting their names because they have not been charged with anything. It is very unlikely that they probably will get charged because it happened in Mexico. Jurisdiction laws. Yeah, there's not really much on this side of the border that we can do. It's up to the Mexican authorities at this point to, it's up to them, basically, to see what's going on. According to the autopsy report, it was either an accident or foul play. They don't know. It just says yes to either or. So let's go back. October 28th, Friday. Shanquella flies to Cabo with 6 of her friends. She calls her mom, Salamandra. Okay. October 29th, Saturday evening, she gets a call. She gets a call from this best friend who I believe has been identified as a letter N, as in like Nathaniel. That's not his name. It's just I've only found to confirm the letter N and Wiggins. Called and said that Keela felt ill. They called her Keela. I did find one source that said her death was at 6:15. I'm not sure where I found that online. It was only really one source saying 6:15. The rest of the saying that the death was at 3 p.m. So, at this point, she's dead. This friend is calling the mom saying it's alcohol poisoning. And, okay. So, as far as we know, this is it, right? Alcohol poisoning. October 30th, news of Shanquella's death is online. So it's circulating a little bit. And I want to say at this point, the mom and the dad got the luggage back, but no answers. So with the conflicting stories, all the friends were saying, the mom wanted an autopsy. She ordered an autopsy, and if it wasn't for that autopsy, it would have been swept under the rug. And these friends would have got away with what they did. Once again, trigger warning: death, violence, beating, brutal. Yeah, so Autopsy report was received Thursday, November 3rd. Okay, let's get into that. More notes, okay? Autopsy report saying it's a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is loosening or detachment of her first vertebrae from the base of her skull. All right. According to the death certificate, which I'm not sure what's the difference, but it said she was found unconscious in the living room. The autopsy report showed no alcohol poisoning, no intoxication. And there's conflicting stories about the doctor. I found on BET.com, it said, sorry, scratch that. That was not BET.com. But I did find a Villa Linda representative told WJZY the concierge contacted a doctor and she could not be revived with CPR. She was declared dead at 3 p.m. That's right, okay, I already said that. Autopsy reports, neck was broken. Coroners determined her death as an accident or foul play. So that's what we know right now. Spinal cord injury. Also with the, sorry, what was that word? Luxation. Atlas luxation. So the spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. Okay, it could either be foul play or an accident. At this point, these parents just want to know what the fuck happened to their daughter. So, you know, mama bear instinct, whatever told her to get that fucking autopsy report. I mean, yeah. So yeah, by the 11th, November 11th, this is already about 2 weeks. She, the mom, Salamandra, is on WBTV and telling her story, you know, basically that these friends were saying she had alcohol poisoning and she didn't. It was also at this point that her body was brought back to North Carolina to her family 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks after her death, and $6,000 later, her family got her body back. So, you know, by this Tuesday, you know, the interview of the parents is circulating online. It's on social media. And also, I found on the 15th, a blogger by the name of Gerard Jackson shares a video of their daughter getting beaten by her female friend. It is a brutal video. She is defenseless. She is naked, and her friend is beating her up. Just pounding on, but it was, and meanwhile, these men are just recording. One of them was on FaceTime or something. The other one was recording the fight. Actually telling Keela, fight back. Keela, fight back. It's a horrible video. I would not recommend watching it whatsoever. Yeah. So, at this point, November 16th, so this is, yeah, like yesterday, the video surfaced online. And, I mean, it is brutal in nature, and, I would not recommend watching it whatsoever. But, these friends of hers, they need to be charged. They need to be charged with something. I mean, how the fuck is this young woman, gonna go out country and trying to have a good time, trying to celebrate with her friends, a birthday, and they are not her friends at all. Would friends do that? Like, I don't understand. Anyway, pretty tired at this point. That's pretty much all the facts we have. Like I said, the media is not naming these people. I did find some of their names. It's Khalil Cook, Dodge Hanno, Jackson, Winter Donovan, Elise Hyatt, Nazir Wiggins. So that's 5 of them. Also, I found online, it said 25-year-old resident of North Carolina denied involvement on social media. He said that he did not arrive until the next day. So, they identified him as N. Wiggins. Went online on Instagram explaining what happened. And he was, I guess, trying to get his alibi straight, because he's saying that he didn't arrive until the next day. The altercation already happened. That the doctor was on the way. And he was trying to keep her awake or comfort her, singing to her. He repeats himself a lot. But he claims that he doesn't have anything to do with her murder. No one's calling it a murder. No one's being charged. Because it's in Mexico, it's an entirely different jurisdiction. And so we don't know what's going to happen at this point. These people are already scrubbing their social medias, changing their numbers. I mean, YouTube, Twitter found them. So they're out there. And, I mean, these fucking parents, man, I can't believe what they're going through. But, you know, that determination, like, they just want to know what the fuck happened to their daughter. And, you know, the mom's instinct just went off and just like red flag. And I don't know, man. Her funeral is on the 19th of Saturday, and it is open to the public. North Carolina. That's all the information I have at this point. But